Hello and welcome to Verbling. I'm Teacher Oakley, and in this class we are going to be learning vocabulary, specifically vocabulary that we use to talk about success and failure. We'll be learning collocations, or combinations of words, phrases that go together. Things like adverbs and adjectives and nouns, verbs and object nouns, and the like. And not to mention maybe one or two idioms or expressions and other colloquial phrases that we use when we talk about successes and failures. And if you stick around, the hour after this, we'll just be having an open conversation class about our personal successes and failures. And we can practice what we learned in this class. Okay. Hello, Anna. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to see you, too, as always. And
Okay.
hello, Frank. How are you?
Hello.
Again. Welcome back.
Doing well.
Yeah, you're making a day of it today. Making a day of it today. I see. Okay. I think Frank has been in every one of my classes so far. This is like my fifth or sixth class. I don't know. Also, let me welcome. Oh boy. Yep. Sorry. At least your avatar is a young woman. You have a Russian name, Cyrillic name, which I can't read. Sorry.
Yes. Hello. I'm
Hi.
Yelena. Yelena. You can call me Lena. Maybe
Lena?
easier. Lena. Yeah.
Okay. Liliana. Liliana?
No, just Lena.
I know, but there's a Lena that often comes to these classes, so I want to be ready.
Okay.
There's already a Lena that is often here, and I wouldn't be surprised if she showed up any second. So I want to be ready in case I have to call you by your full name. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yelena.
Yelena.
Starting from, yeah, that's good.
Yelena. Okay, that's a nice name. I haven't heard that
Thank you.
before. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, welcome to the class. Where are you from, Yelena?
I'm from Russia, Moscow.
Moscow. Okay.
Yeah.
The big city. All right. Great. Welcome to the class. And Hogan is back with us again. Hi, Hogan.
Hi again.
Hi again. Okie doke. Let's get started. We are going to look at these collocations kind of in context. I'm going to share with you some material. We're going to look at a school report, a school report for little James. We're going to talk about James's successes first of all. I'll have you guys read some of his teacher comments on his school report card, and we'll talk about related collocations and what that means and so forth. So here we go. Okay, this is the school report for little James. His end of term report. The collocations are shown in bold print. Before we even start, I just have to say that British English uses the word maths as a subject with an S, which American and Canadian, North American English speakers think is ridiculous. We only use math with no S. It's not plural. There's only one kind of math. Math is math. Is math. Is math. 2 and 2 is equal to 4. Is there any other way to math that out? I don't think so. Anyway, maths. Anna, could you read little James's remarks for maths?
Yes. Teacher, yes, James has made a breakthrough in his math this year, doing excellent work in comparison with last year. A remarkable achievement.
Well, good for little James. All right, he made a breakthrough. Okay, a little difficult to explain. You want to give it a shot, Anna? What does that mean? He made a breakthrough. What can we
I,
infer?
I think is a good achievement.
Yes. What can we infer about his grades last year?
Much better than last year.
Yeah, he's made a breakthrough. I would infer or I would guess that something for James has become clear. That was he did not understand. He did not understand basic concepts in geometry or algebra. He did not understand how to use X and Y and what that meant or something. And now he understands they are symbols. Whatever. In some aspect of math, the light bulb came on. Do you know what that means, Anna? When I say the light bulb came on?
No.
Have you ever? All right. Have you ever seen in cartoons? Cartoons loves this imagery, this
Yes.
metaphor.
Yes.
Okay, the cartoon character suddenly has a light bulb go ding, come on over his head. Have you seen that in cartoons?
I don't understand. Sorry.
Okay,
I don't understand the concept you try to explain me. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's an important one because this is a very consistent cultural idea. Okay, which we use in English a lot. Let's begin at the beginning. Do you know what a light bulb is?
No.
Okay, well, that would help. A light bulb is the thing you screw into the top of the ceiling or into a lamp that causes light. You turn on a light switch, ooh, the room is light. The actual device made of glass with little wires inside, okay, that you screw in, that's a light bulb. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay. It's hot. Mine has been on all day. If I try to grab the light bulb, it will burn my fingers. It's very hot. It's very bright. If I stare at the light bulb, it will make me kind of blind. I'll see a big white spot. That thing. It's a light bulb.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Provides a light in the house. Okay. In English, we have a pretty common concept. He saw the light. Do you know what that means if I say, oh, somebody saw the light? No. Okay. Somebody suddenly understood something. This is a consistent metaphor in English, an analogy. If you see the light, if the light bulb comes on, you understand something that you never understood before. You have an epiphany. I don't know if you know the meaning of that word, a much more, of course, sophisticated formal word, an epiphany. Okay, you understand something you never understood before. Okay, if it's very much related to have a breakthrough. I really have I can't believe you've never seen the cartoon characters in like cartoons. Suddenly, when they have an idea, or when they suddenly understand something, they'll have a cartoon drawing will suddenly have a light bulb over their head. Ding! And the light bulb will come on. It's used as a symbol that the person has had a breakthrough. Suddenly they understand something they did not understand before. Or they suddenly had an idea, which is very similar, that they never had before. The light bulb comes on. And there is light. There's a overall there is a very strong relationship in English, light understanding. Very strong analogy there in English culture between those two concepts of light and understanding. Okay. Anyway, so that's it. I brought all of that up. The light bulb went on for James. James saw the light. He had a breakthrough. He made a breakthrough, or he had a breakthrough. We can say it either way. Made a breakthrough is more active. It kind of shows me James, he actively did something, or he had a breakthrough is a lot more passive. Maybe he didn't put a lot, doesn't show as much effort or whatever. Okay. Anyway, a remarkable achievement. Well, okay, that's pretty straightforward, I think. Remarkable, wonderful, fantastic achievement. Achievement, something you accomplish. We can say a remarkable achievement, fantastic achievement. Well, we're going to see a crowning achievement in just a minute. A wonderful achievement. There are lots of different adjectives we can co-locate with achievement. Okay, anyway, let me move on. Let me quickly welcome Ayara to the class. Hello, Ayara.
Hi, teacher. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great. I'm okay. Thanks. Welcome to the class. Let me talk to whoa, I'm lost here. Okay, let me talk to Frank for a second. Frank, can you read the school report for English?
English. This year has been a dramatic improvement in James' English. His crowning achievement was his performance in the school production of
Othello. Okay, first of all, Frank, I believe that you have the Verbling window open on another tab. Please close it or stop the live broadcast because I'm saying it and it's broadcasting back to your computer 2 seconds later. We can all hear the echo, very strong and loud.
That's a fan.
Sorry, could you please close the Verbling window, Frank? That you have open. You obviously are playing this live broadcast. At the same time, you're in the Google Hangout.
So what should I do?
Close the other tab in your computer. Okay?
I close.
Okay. Testing. No, it's not working. Okay. Maybe you were wearing a headset before and you're just broadcasting it on your laptop. It's very, Frank, I can't really talk to you. If it's echoing really loud and no one can understand anything we're saying. Okay. Well, still doing it. If you were using a headset before, please plug in your headset again. Okay. Frank, I'm going to skip you for now because that's super loud echo from when you unmute yourself whenever I talk.
And how about
now it's gone. How did you fix it?
I close the tab and reopen the Hangout.
Okay, there we go. All right, great, it worked. Okay, back, a dramatic improvement. Okay, a dramatic improvement, a strong collocation, a very normal phrase in English, a dramatic improvement. Frank, is that a small improvement or a large improvement?
Extremely loud.
Very good. We could say, we would never say a large improvement. We might say a dramatic improvement, a huge improvement, a marked improvement would also be common. Conversely, we can say a small improvement, a minor improvement. Oh, we can say
remarkable.
A remarkable improvement. Yeah, we could do that. Yes. All right. We tend to use more extreme adjectives with improvement and achievement for the most part. Okay. All right. His crowning achievement. What does that mean? Crowning achievement. Why are we using crowning? Frank, do you have any idea? Crowning. Do you know what a crown is?
Crown is on the king's head.
On the king's head. That's right. So the achievement which was above all others, the king of achievements. There you go.
So it seems it's very difficult to reach the goal.
Well, yeah, but it's also like the king of his achievements. All right, his biggest achievement of all. No one's above the king.
He weathered the storm.
Well, no, weathered the storm is completely unrelated. To weather the storm is to go through some problems. I don't know that he went through some problems. His crowning achievement means his biggest achievement.
Biggest?
Yes, the biggest. The most dramatic achievement. The achievement that was above all the others. Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay. You can also say someone's crowning moment. The most important moment of their life. Their crowning achievement. Always a good thing. We don't use crowning to modify something negative. His crowning problem, no, that's not going to work. Okay, you're right. It's like the king. Okay, let's talk about his grades in French. Okay. Ileana, can you read?
Yes, I'm here. French.
Yeah.
James has an excellent grasp of French. This will come in useful for the school trip to France next year, and we hope he will take advantage of the opportunities to speak French there.
Okay, very good. He has an excellent grasp of French. What does that mean?
I'm not sure about grasp. I can guess that it means that like a breakthrough, something like this.
Let's talk about that a minute. The word grasp, just by itself, is what you do with your hand, okay? When you go to have a glass of water, you grab or you grasp the glass. You hold it. You hold the grasp tightly so you don't drop your water and make a mess and smash the glass. So you grasp. So you have a hold. You have a grip. Okay.
Okay.
So grip, actually, very similarly in English.
Like G-R-I-P.
Yeah, I could say he has a good grip on English, and mean exactly the same thing, and very similar to the whole idea here.
Okay.
He has a very good grip on English. Okay. This will come in useful. Very common phrase, a colloquial phrase here. Not even a collocation. This is colloquial. Something will come in useful. Okay, his knowledge of French will come in useful. Great.
Yeah, it means that he can be. Is it possible to say be a useful person in the trip, or
more than
just he can use his knowledges, new knowledges.
come in useful is used for tools. Language, knowing a language is a tool you can use in life. So improving your English hopefully will come in useful for you. It's like a tool you can use in whatever. In fact, we use this phrase a lot. If I found a hammer beside the road on the street, I might pick it up, and a very common, ordinary thing to say was, oh, I'm going to bring this home. I think it will come in useful. Okay, when you take apart, do some mechanical work. I took apart my computer, but I'm going to save some of this. I'm going to save this circuit board. I think it may come in useful in the future. Okay.
Okay, clear.
So anything, whether it's abstract or concrete, may be helpful down the road, like as a tool. You can think of it. Take advantage of. Take advantage of opportunities. Actually, the whole thing.
Okay. We hope he will take advantage of the opportunities to speak French there. Yeah, he will like, I don't know how to say with different words, take advantage. He will use his chance to practice his French.
That's pretty good. Good job. Okay, excellent. Good job. Ileana, okay. Sorry if it's, I have to ask you, I don't know if it's too personal, but where have you been learning English? Did you ever spend time in a foreign country?
No.
Really?
I just had my high grades, last school grades in intermediate international school with many hours of English with.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, native speakers. That's why it was my good chance to have good pronunciation.
Yes, you have a native speaker kind of accent. And I was trying to place it, and it was actually driving me a little crazy. Did she go to school in England or maybe Ireland, or she's got like a combination Irish-American accent? I can't figure it out. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, okay. All right, just had to ask. I was curious. Thank you. Hogan, how about science?
Science. James has done very well this year, passing his exams without any problems. If he continues to work hard, his success next year is guaranteed.
Okay, well, the first collocation, passes exams, is pretty obvious. What's the opposite, Hogan?
Failed his exams?
Yeah.
Or flunked?
Oh, very good. Flunked his exams. I would have forgotten that. Yes, if you fail your exam, you flunk your exams. Yeah, good one. Good collocation. And if you completely fail a grade in school, you flunk out, actually. He flunked out of 8th grade. Like that. He had to repeat it 2 years in a row. Okay, his success is guaranteed. Another strong collocation. All right. That is obviously highly positive. Okay. His success is assured. His success is guaranteed. Basically, the teacher is saying that I promised. A guarantee is like a promise, usually used for business. Okay, a promise that something is a good product. So we can use guarantee in other ways like this to express the idea that basically the person is very certain. Okay, next, geography. Okay, Ayara.
Okay, James has made good progress with this geography this year, gaining good marks in the end of year exam.
Okay, good, nice collocation here. Make good progress. Oh, okay. Please note with make, you make progress. You don't have progress. You don't do progress. You don't give progress. You don't take progress. You make progress.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an important one because it's a very strong collocation. Of course, you make progress without an adjective is normal. Make good progress, fine. There's no such thing as make bad progress. That doesn't really make sense.
Just to review, can I say made a good improvement as well? Or have a good improvement?
What? Make a good improvement?
Yes, can I say this? Or have a good improvement? Which one's better?
Oh, okay. Well, back here with improvement. Well, that's a good question. He he made improvement. He had improvement. Okay, you could say it that way. But you normally only in past. He is making improvement. We don't say that. He's making progress. We don't say it in present tense. Only in past tense. He made. Okay, he had an
Okay,
improvement.
okay. But progress, I only can say made a good. Okay.
He made progress.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good progress. Made good progress. Okay, because it's uncountable. There's progress is uncountable. You can't say
Okay.
a
Made
progress.
made progress. Okay.
Gaining good marks. Okay. What else could it? Good marks, of course, refers to what, Ara?
Good mark about the points that
Yeah.
you get. Yeah.
Yeah. Americans would say grades.
Grades. Yeah.
Very rarely do we use the word marks. I mean, we know it, but we don't use it. We say grades. Gaining good grades. So, what other verb can you use with good grades?
Get.
Get is much more common. Yeah, you get good grades. Okay, you can have good grades. You can gain good grades. You can, yeah. We don't usually say make good grades. I made good grades. Not usually.
Mhm.
It's a little odd. Okay, let's move on. Anna, let's talk about James's
Yes.
great, James's remarks in history.
Okay. James' history project was a great success. His use of original sources was highly effective. He makes useful contributions in class and has the ability to explain difficult ideas clearly to less able pupils.
All right. Pupils, yeah, better. Pupils.
Pupils.
Yeah.
Pupils.
Pupils. Like
Thank
people. People. People.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sounds very similar. People.
Pupils.
People. Say that 3
Yes.
times fast. People. It's hard. Okay, all right. Okay, I think a great success is kind of self-explanatory, but it does help me illustrate another point. Success is kind of an extreme word. Success, defeat. They're just kind of extreme words all by themselves. So we tend to use more extreme adjectives to describe them. A huge success, a great success, a huge failure, a great failure, a gigantic failure, an enormous success. All right. You know, we don't use kind of, you know, a good success, a nice success. We don't say that ever. They're kind of
Yes.
extreme words. And in generally speaking, extreme adjectives look for extreme adverbs. Extreme nouns look for extreme adjectives. They just do. They go together much better.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of different ways, different adjectives used with success, but they're usually of the more extreme variety. Highly effective. Oh, well, that's a super common.
Yes, very effective,
Yeah.
or good efforts, or Or,
Yeah.
for example, efficacious. Efficacious. Efficacious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very effective. Yeah. Highly effective. Efficacious. Okay. Sure. All right. That's highly effective is often used. It's very, very common collocation, I just have to say. What would be this kind of, not the opposite, not like ineffective would be the opposite, but instead of the high scale, you could say on the low scale, slightly effective. Highly effective, slightly effective, moderately effective are also fairly common. He makes useful contribution. Yes, you make a contribution. Even if it's an actual contribution, this is obviously contributions like speaking in class, helping other students. This is obviously abstract. Even if it's money, you make a contribution to the children's fund. You don't.
Yes.
Strangely, we don't say I gave a contribution. I don't know why, but we don't say that. We say I made a contribution or I contributed. Just use contribute as the verb. Anyway, okay, he has the ability. Well, all right, he can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the person has the capability
Sure.
to like set in the sentence, explain anything, or the talent, maybe the talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe the talent. It's just simply somebody has the ability to do something. It simply means they can do it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The next ones are basically repeats of things we already talked about, but effective ways. Okay. All right. Effective way to do something. A good way to do something. A bad way to do something. Effective ways, just a common collocation, I suppose. And I had already mentioned about success, and success likes to go with more extreme adjectives. Brilliant success. All right, fine. Okay, sports got some new material here in sports. Frank, can you read about James and sports? Sport. Okay. Here, before you do, Frank, hang on. As opposed to maths, where Brits use an S and Americans don't, sport, Americans use an S and British people don't. I don't understand it. I really don't. Math is math. There's only one kind of math. You can't. There's not different styles of math, is there? But sports, there's hundreds of different sports. I don't get it. But that's because I'm an American. All right, Frank. Go ahead and read this section here. Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Sport. James has been training hard and as a member of the first football team, is now able to join the fruit of his hard work. Playing for the school has certainly brought out the best in him, and he has rightly won the respect of all his teammates.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The first football team. Interesting. Again, in British, that would be the Premier, or, well, like the Premier League. The number one team. Schools in many Western countries, I don't know, in the United States, apparently in England. In America, it would be a varsity team or a junior varsity team. So if you're really good, you get to be on the varsity team. If you're not so good, you're on a junior varsity team or the junior high school team, whatever. In America, it's not first football team, it's a varsity. But okay. Frank, enjoy the fruits of his hard work. Huh. What does that mean?
um, enjoy the outcome of the hard work.
Yeah,
The sweet.
that's pretty much it. That's it. We also say enjoy the fruits of your labor. Um, okay, now I'm on vacation in Italy for 4 weeks, enjoying the fruits of my labor. Meaning I work hard 11 months a year, so 1 month I can just lie on the beach. Okay, that's it. Frank, what brings out the best in you?
Um, English may really go out the best.
Oh, good answer. I knew you were going to say that, by the way. Okay. And all right, if something makes you perform better, it brings out the best in you. Usually, something that has to do with competition. Frequently, yeah. Okay, you win the respect of someone. Okay. Well, what's the idea here, Frank? You know, if you can't.
Means everybody uh, give you the thumb,
The thumbs up,
thumbs up.
thumbs up. Well, you can win the respect of an individual. Okay, they respect you, which infers that before they didn't really respect you, or they just kind of had a normal amount of respect for you. If you win somebody's respect, they respect you more than they respect others.
So
That's the idea.
they don't look down you anymore.
Yes. Or, somebody I hardly know at work, it's not that I don't respect them. It's not that maybe I respect them in a social way, but if somebody wins my respect, they do something that ensures or heightens or increases my respect for them. So there's that idea. You can win the respect of your boss, your teammates, your neighbors, whatever. Okay, so much for the good things. Now let's talk about the bad. Okay, failure. Okay, today's bad news. Okay. Okay. Uh, all right, Elena, from Unfortunately.
Uh-huh. Failure. Unfortunately, the peace talks now seem likely to fail miserably.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever failed miserably?
I'm not sure what does it mean to fail miserably.
To fail miserably is you know what to fail means.
Of course, I do.
Yeah. Miserably is an extremely strong adverb acting on the verb to fail. You can also say a miserable failure, adjective and noun. Okay. A really, really horrible failure is
Okay.
what it means. A really bad failure. It's just extreme.
Mhm.
Or we could also have a spectacular failure, or to fail spectacularly. Okay.
So should we use some strong words for fail, like for
Fail.
success, or it's not?
It depends. I failed the exam. I'm really depressed. Now, it depends. Now, look, in whatever, I don't know, anything less than 60 out of 100 in the United States in school, in academics, is a fail. You failed the test if you're below 60. So if you get a 59, you failed the test. However,
Mhm.
if you get a score of 3 out of 100, you have failed spectacularly. You have
Okay.
failed miserably. Okay. So it's a matter of degree. Okay. So we
Okay.
use it to express the degree. We don't say, we got a 58. We don't say, I just barely failed. Well, you could, but it's not really normal. You just say, I failed the exam.
Okay.
We don't say, I slightly failed. No one says that. But you can fail from fail to really, really badly fail. For sure.
Let's see.
Okay. All right. Hogan, can you read this sentence here with O'Connor's?
O'Connor's first play was a great success, but his second play flopped.
Okay. His second play flopped. What can we infer?
Looks like the answer is right next to them, like a fail to attract audiences. So audience doesn't like his play.
That's right. Yes. Now, this actually doesn't say anything about the fact of whether his play was actually good or not good. If your play flopped, the audience didn't like it, so it didn't sell. If a movie flops, it means that it didn't make any money. Heaven knows there's been a lot of really terrible movies that made a lot of money. So it has nothing to do with the actual quality here, but okay, it means that it wasn't popular with people. Okay, whatever it is, often has to do with entertainment, but could really have to do with his political campaign flopped. What I'm saying is that nobody went to go see his speeches. Nobody supported him in the polls. Okay, so it has to do with audience support, really, more than anything. Okay, next one here. Ayara.
Hopes that the play would enjoy a long run in London were dashed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The hopes had to be abandoned. We abandon all hope. Okay. Okay, we gave up all hope. Abandoned. We gave up all hope. It was a common collocation. We abandoned all hopes. Hopes were dashed. Our hopes were destroyed. Okay. Hopes were dashed is very common. A very common collocation.
Hopes were dashed. Okay.
Yeah, our hopes were dashed. Meaning we had hopes before, but something happened and yeah, we realized there really is no hope. I hope another one. Our hopes were crushed. Okay.
What the same meaning? Hopes for crush. Can you write, please?
Yes. Our hopes were crushed. Or even we often use our dreams were crushed. Basically means the same thing. We were hoping that whatever Italy would win the World Cup, but our hopes were crushed. Our hopes were dashed. Our dreams were crushed when this star player broke his leg. We knew we didn't have a chance. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fail your final exams. We already talked about passing and failing on tests and exams. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to skip that one. Anna.
Okay. The mountaineers attempt to climb Mount Everest went badly wrong.
Okay. Here's my favorite collocation I love to use. I like this collocation, but a little stronger. I would say that something went, okay, their attempt to climb Mount Everest went horribly awry. I like this one. Horribly awry. Okay, awry, the wrong direction. Okay. In fact, awry means not straight, wrong direction. In fact, talking about negative things, failures, we sometimes use expressions related to the wrong direction. Oh, we just went in the wrong direction. The company lost money. We went in the wrong direction. Things went badly wrong. They went horribly awry. We went off course. Okay. Especially talking about business. We frequently associate business with course, navigation. And if you go off course or you lose your way, okay, these are very negative and a different way to talk about failures.
Sorry, teacher. Is possible to say turn out badly?
Again?
Turn out badly.
Turn out badly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it sure is. When we were talking about the, the conclusion, the final result. Yeah, everything turned out badly. Yes. Yes, it is. That's a very strong collocation, in fact. That's a good one.
Okay.
Turn out
Thank
badly. You. Sure. Turn out, how things turn out means the results. So being a verb, yeah, it goes with the adverb. Turn out badly. Okay, yes, that is a good one, actually.
Okay.
Frank. No, thank you. Frank. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm here.
Yeah. Can you read this next sentence, please?
Everyone agrees that the place talk are doomed to failure.
Yes. Doomed to failure. Certain to fail. If you're doomed, it means there's no hope and you're going to fail.
So it's gone.
Yeah, it's extremely negative. I used to work with a guy. In fact, it was funny. It actually cheered us up. Things would start to go wrong, and he was a manager. I used to be a chef, so I was the manager of the kitchen, and he was the manager of the dining room. And he would say, well, okay, we have 5 employees that didn't show up. We have 1,000 reservations. The dishwasher is going to have to be the bartender, and one of the ovens is broken. We are doomed. We are horribly doomed. And he would just keep repeating that every time he walked past us. He would say, we're doomed. And it made us laugh, which cheered up the whole serious event. Doomed is an extremely strong. I mean, you just don't use this unless somebody's dying or the world is ending. It's ridiculously strong, so if you're actually using it at all and the world's not ending, it can be funny. Or it's funny for Americans. I don't know. We have a weird sense of humor. We're doomed. Okay. Anyway, doomed. It's a very strong word. So be careful. Use it sarcastically whenever you feel like, but be careful about using it in a serious way because it's very strong. Okay. Well, in this, look at this. Agrees the peace talks were doomed to failure. Well, that's pretty serious. People are going to die if the peace talks fail. Okay? So there you go. That's how to use it. Okay. Ileana. Okay, let's skip the next one. We've already talked about how fail and failure, dismal failure, another very strong collocation with fail. Again, fail and success, failure and success, they collocate well with a lot of extreme, almost any extreme adjective they'll go with. Can you look at this next one? A couple of major companies.
A couple of major companies in the area went out of business last month. Just stopped doing business.
Well,
went out of business.
Yeah. And can you think of any other ways to say that, to express the idea of a business or company?
left the market or just stop their business.
Okay. I don't know why, but we often use idiomatic language. They closed their doors. They went out of business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they went defunct. They closed up shop.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. There's definitely a number of idiomatic ways my brain can't come up with. Anybody else know any other went out of business expressions? Because there are quite a few of them. Can anybody else think? I just can't think of them right now. No? Okay. Well, let's just move on. We've only got a few minutes here. So, Hogan, read this next one.
Okay. I think the new plans for cutting railway costs are a recipe for disaster.
Okay. Recipe. This is such a commonly mispronounced word.
Recipe.
Recipe. Yes.
Recipe.
Easily understandable why everyone mispronounces this word is because we have the IPE. You all recognize the pattern. E at the end of the word means that the vowel should be a long vowel sound, which is true 99.9% of the time in English. This is an exception word, so you have to learn it exceptionally. You have to learn it that this one is different. Recipe. A recipe. Recipe for disaster. Hogan, what is a recipe?
Recipe is a series of process to make food.
Correct.
Some food, yeah.
Absolutely. So a recipe for disaster, something would seem to be a recipe for disaster, then what? It's like detailed instructions to cook up a disaster. Okay. All right. The idea being, okay, it's almost like a plan for failure. A recipe is a plan to make a particular dish. So, all right. I think the new plans for cutting railway costs are a recipe for disaster. Okay. It even has the word plans in here. Okay. Yeah, that's the idea. Ayara.
At the last moment, the Olympic ski jumper lost his nerve and did not take part in the competition. Was not brave enough.
Well, okay. Have you ever lost your nerve?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Can you remember a specific circumstance?
Well, when I went to some park, some
Yeah.
aquatic parks, and
Mhm.
I tried to go, but that time I lost my nerve.
Good example. Okay.
Can I
Uh,
say the colloquial way to say this chicken out? I've already heard about
yeah,
it.
very good. You chickened out.
Yeah, I'm
Excellent.
chickened out.
Okay. I chickened out. You
I
don't need
chickened
am.
out. Yeah.
Chicken out is actually it's actually a verb. You're actually creating a phrasal verb, believe it or not. It functions as a phrasal verb. It's not a noun, it's not an adjective. I chickened out. You
I
use it
chickened
as
out.
a verb. I was chickening out every time I stood in line for the roller coaster. I chickened out. I have chickened out many times. See, we use it just like a verb, even different. I will chicken out before I go to the amusement park. Okay. Like just like any other verb. So, yeah. Okay, good example. Great collocation, by the way. Great. Chicken out is very common for English speakers. So, yeah, thanks for reminding me of that one. You chicken out, you lose your nerve. Lose your nerve is almost formal. Chicken out is quite informal. Uh, okay, that's a good one. Thank you for remembering that one. Anna. Last thing here.
Yes, teacher. The president's speech was disappointing as it totally missed the point. Failed to understand what is really important.
Yeah, well, okay, or just, yeah, well, no, that's a pretty good definition. Okay.
Is when you you maybe see the trick of the subject you are talking about, and you lost your mind, your point. I don't know.
What's your mind?
When you don't know what you are saying, and you change totally the subjects, I think.
Not when you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what somebody else is saying. Notice here, the president failed to understand. He failed. He missed the point. The president missed the point. He failed to understand what he was supposed to be speaking about, or he didn't understand the issue he was addressing, he was supposed to be talking about. So it's not you don't understand what you're saying, you don't understand what somebody else is saying. But furthermore, you don't understand that you don't understand. You don't even get that you're not understanding the point. You say that it's somebody else or to observe somebody else. No one says, it's impossible to say, I'm missing the point. You can't say that because you're missing the point. You wouldn't even recognize that you missed the point. You could never say that in the first person. It would not make any sense. So we have to say it about somebody else. You're missing the point here, I think.
Maybe you don't say the essential part of the subject you are talking about.
Not necessarily. Somebody who continuously misses the point may, in fact, be stupid. Okay?
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Look, you need to sharpen your pencil before you start to write. But I might poke my eye out. I think you're missing the point. The point is you can't write unless you sharpen the pencil. You could just be stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I got it.
Right.
Thank you.
The point of sharpening the pencil is so we can write, so we can do our writing assignment, not to stab someone in the eye with a pencil. Okay. Okay, you're all right, that's it. Okay. Never mind my crazy example, but I hope you get the point. The opposite of miss the point is get the point. You understand something. And I hope you all get the point. I've got to go because I've got to wind up another class and start another class. I'm going to, next class, the next hour for myself anyway, here on Verbling, kind of an open conversation about successes and failures.